Welcome to the third and final video on percents, markup, discount, and tax. We know it's the last problem whenever we see that C. That tells us it's time number 3. So in this problem we have two things to solve, and then we're going to combine those to get our answer. Sophia went to a store that was having a 20% off sale on all shirts, a 30% off sale on all jackets. She bought one jacket. It originally cost $65. She bought two shirts that originally cost $12. What did she pay altogether after all the savings? First step that we're going to do is we're going to go through and we are going to change our percents into decimals. 0.2 for 20%, 0.3 for 30%. If you wrote this as 0.20, that's still correct. You don't need that extra 0, the one that I just wrote in orange. That's a placeholder. But if you aren't sure, you can go ahead and put that 0 in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to solve for the shirts. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to underline or highlight. I'm going to use a highlighter. You could underline if you needed to. I'm going to highlight everything that applies to the shirts. It's a 20% off sale on shirts. She bought two shirts that originally cost $12 each. That helps me organize my information. So here's what we know about the shirts. They originally cost $12. That's the shirt price. She bought two of them. Which means her original cost is $24. So that's what we're going to call our original here. She saves 20%. This is the discount rate. So let's see what she saved. We have 24, and we're multiplying it by 0.2. We get $4.80. Again, use your calculators. You know, don't feel like, oh, I'm going to show I can do all of this by hand. That's not what we're testing. We're not testing a worksheet of can you multiply whole numbers times decimals. We're testing can you use that ability to go ahead and problem solve. Do you know what to do when? So I'm going to move my work over just a bit. You can see I lost part of the word rate right there. Okay, so I've got a $4.80 savings. I'm going to bring my original cost, my $24. I'm going to subtract my savings, the $4.80. Whenever you have a discount, it gets subtracted. And when I do that, I've got $24 minus $4.80 should be $19.20. Yep, there it is. $19.20 is the shirt's sale price. All right, let's move the calculator over here, and I'm going to do the same thing with the jacket. So I've got a jacket. Since I've already used my highlighter, I'll underline here. 30% off sale on jackets, bought one jacket. So I've got, oh, and that jacket originally cost $65. So I have $65, and I'm saving 30%, 0.3. That is the discount rate. That $65 is the original. And so if I save 30% off that, 65 times, let's start that again, 65 times 0.3, I'm saving $19.50. That is my savings. So I need to take the original, the 65. I need to subtract the 1950. So I brought over the original, brought up the savings. And when I do that subtraction, 65 minus 1950, I have $45.50. That is the jacket sale price. So the only thing I have left to do, the only thing I have to do now is I have to take my 1920 for the shirts and my 45.50 for the jacket and add those together, since that's the question. Well, my 45.50 is already in my calculator. I will add my $19.20. Her total cost $64.70. So the $64.70 is our final answer. That is Sofia's total cost. Okay, so now you've seen a couple of these. Let's get that calculator out of the way so you can see all of that at once. So you've seen a couple of these now. The idea is you want to check these against your test. Remember, if you still need to, you can take an intervention test on this. After you study some more, come back, let me know. I'll let you take an intervention test. That'll bring your grade up. Okay, if you have any more questions, be sure to bring them to class.